Welcome to all of you joining us right here on Zoom today, and all of you joining us online on the Bet Aleph app. It's good to have you and be part of our little group on this Friday, the 1st of September. You can see it is almost Shabbat as I have my Jerusalem background. And we are under a minute from starting. You know what to do to get ready for the big climb, the inner ascension. And as we come to sit together in this virtual meditation hall, I invite you, if you so choose, to take a breath for Shalom. Gently we come to rest as awareness. Sitting back, we simply observe as the body recovers the natural flow of its own breath after the chant. And take a minute to relax, to let go, to surrender. To let ourselves sink beneath the waves of distraction, the loudness of the mind, and to sink into the heart space, in the quiet depth of the heart. I often find great joy arising when I find myself deeply relaxed and surrendered into the moment. There's a sense of peace that washes over me, and just joy for being alive. It's simple as that, just being alive. And in this moment, not needing anything, not wanting anything to be different than it is right now. Everything is perfectly and exactly as it is. We start to suffer when we wish moments to be different than they are. That is the beginning of suffering. When we resist life, reality, we fall into the polarization of craving and aversion. Craving is we want more of the things we like. Aversion is we want less of the things we don't like. And so much of the inner turmoil is based on either one of those polarities. So even in those spaces of deep relaxation and peace, there's a part of us that comes and says, "Oh, I want more. I want more of that. That feels good." And as soon as we attach, is the beginning of our suffering because everything always changes. And so this moment may be peaceful and joyful for you, for me. But if I get attached to it, as it changes, because it does, then this attachment makes me miserable. It's easier to see on the other side when we have aversions. We want less of the things we dislike because the things we dislike make us miserable. So it's easier to see. It's not as easy when we want more of the good stuff and get attached, cling to it, want to hold on to it. It's less obvious to us that this also is cause for suffering. But notice how much of the decisions you make in your life to do this and not to do that, to buy this and not buy that, how much is all of that driven by either craving, wanting more of that, or aversion, wanting less of that. When we rest as awareness, we're able to see these habit patterns of the mind, the likes and dislikes, comfort, discomfort. We're able to see these patterns play out more and more clearly. We see them arise as desire, desire for this and not for that. But we gain a little freedom if we don't follow them. One of the injunctions in meditation is once you sit, you're asked to not move even a little finger, just to remain steady. It's not to torture the practitioner, it's for the practitioner to gain insights as to the patterns, the habit patterns of the mind in always seeking comfort versus discomfort, to reveal this pattern of aversion and craving, craving and aversion. And there is a stage in meditation where we can watch, the sensations and the body wanting to shift in its seat, to scratch that itch, to stretch that neck. And instead of engaging, we simply watch. We watch the desires. Sometimes desires become urges. Sometimes urges become burning urges. But we remain unmoved. We just watch. We don't move our hands to go and scratch that itch. We don't shuffle our feet. We don't shift in our seat. We just observe, because these moments of observing the craving and the aversion patterns of the mind gives us insight into the nature of being, into the nature of our functioning. There is itching, there is discomfort, there is burning sensation, poking sensation, buzzing sensation. There are urges, desires. Oftentimes they come with thoughts. And we just observe the whole thing without moving. We remain relaxed and centered and grounded. Everything is there to be observed, to be seen, but not reacted to. Never reacting, always remaining equanimous. Remaining steadfast with the breath and the sensations of the breath. this sensation or that sensation, this thought, that desire, gam ze ya'avor, this too will pass. It will come and it will go, and I remain steady, unmoved, untouched, simply observing, aware, just aware, and equanimous. Non-reaction is my practice. Simply observing. This sensation comes, maybe it stays for a little while, but eventually it will dissolve. This desire comes, urging us along, but I just observe it, and it too will dissipate and dissolve. This thought, tantalizing as it might be, also will come and also will go. And I remain steady, just observing, with perfect equanimity, what is here. What is here always comes and always goes, always changes, always changing. So I don't really have to attach to anything, because everything is so fluid. Nothing can be solidified. And so I rest as awareness. This comes, this goes. Gam ze ya'avor. This too will pass. And this also will pass. And this also will pass. This thought, this desire, coming and going. And I just rest as awareness. Without reacting. This breath coming in. This breath going out. Relaxed and surrendered. Aware and equanimous. Gam ze ya'avor. This too will pass, and so has our meditation. And I invite you to take a couple of deeper breaths, perhaps, if you want, to help transition out of our practice, and let the body stretch now if it needs to do so. It's a good practice to take into Shabbat, to just be mindful of all the ways where the decisions we make are either based on likes or dislikes, wants or don't wants, and how that is automatic. Just to perceive the way that we automatically go one way or the other. Just see if you can remain mindful of that through this Shabbat. For now, we'll close with Shalom as we dedicate our practice to all beings and pray that all beings might find that Shalom, that peace in their heart, in their life, in their world. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. Will you be back Monday?
I will be back Monday.
Okay.
Mm.
Good.
Okay. See you
Yeah,
then.
me. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Shabbat
See you Monday.
Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.